Welcome to Wire Banking Africa. I would like to use this medium to guide you through wire banking and how you can use it to enhance your operation as a thrift collector, cooperative, or MFIs. Alright, so wire banking has over 45 features, and these features are made available for you to use the tools to enhance your cooperative or your operations. So basically, you should understand a customer are enabled to log in. Your staffs also are enabled to log in. Your sub admin and super admins are also allowed to log in. Your feed officer are allowed to log in. So we have various of rules which you can assign to individuals. All right, so every cooperative that register with us successfully, this is what they have in return. This is what they have in return. They have our management system assigned to them. So this management system is basically dedicated to that particular institutions to use for their transactions. Alright, so once you register with us, we assign a dedicated visual account with Providence Bank and also with Stanbic ICBT for you. This account will enable you to fund your wallet. The benefit of funding your wallet is you should be able to do interbank transfers to any bank within Nigeria. We are also working out hard to ensure that with your Nigeria wallet, you should be able to make transfer to international bodies. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so first of all, you need to understand that you have options for registering your customers or member of your cooperatives using Wired Banking Africa. And also you should understand that every customer you register have a unique account number for them. Alright, so let's look at quick customer. Let's see how we can use this. So we have basically three functions or three options for you to register your cooperative members on board. So we have the visual accounts, which enable you to open a Providence or a Stanbic ICBT account. We also have the quick let's quickly look at the menu. We also have add customer, will simply allow you to register your customer, collecting all their informations in terms of passport, username, date of birth, their address, etc. So it collects about 15 information of your customers. But while we have the quick customer, which is the one I just tap that open here. So the quick customer simply allow you to take brief information of the customer, such as name, gender, phone number, address. That's all. Okay, then date of birth rather. So you can wish them happy birthday. The system notify whenever your customers birthday is due. Alright, so let's just look at this. Let's look at this 081 877 98227. Alright, so just look at the address within Abuja. Move on to the next stage, the type of account you wish to open. Alright, we want to open the savings account, and we have a lot of savings accounts, so we want to open our thrift savings. Then the date of birth should be today. Alright, so you can actually fix their actual date of birth. So you select the branch, because our platform enable multiple branches. So as many branches you have, if you have branches that are assisted across the system, you should be able to monitor all in one secured environment, which is wire banking. Alright, hold on, the network is a bit slow. Alright, a second please. Alright, let's assign another. Alright, so okay, assign to any of the staff. Then when you say send XMS, this XMS simply welcome them to your company. Alright, so we do everything possible we could to ensure that every messages that are leaving our platform to you across your customer are unique. So this entails that the sender ID is your sender ID, not wired banking sender ID. Alright, so we just open the account. Alright, so it has generated account number uniquely. So that's how you generate account number for every of your customers. Alright, so um let's move to the next stage. So once account number is being registered, you simply transfer it to pending entry. So pending entry holds the data of all new registered customers. So this is for you to have an idea of a customer that was onboarded by yourself or by your staffs, so that you should be able to have an idea of the new customers that was on board for the day. All right, okay, so they will have a welcome message directly for the new account I just opened, because I use my phone number to do that. All right, so let's just use any of the accounts. All right, so when we click on activate, this is because of it's a new account, so I should be able to see, okay, the account number, the name. I should be able to see, okay, the phone number. I should be able to see the visual account. If assigned, I should be able to see the account officer. I should be able to see the branch. I should be able to see the email. Then I can now decide whether to activate or delete. All right, so I'll just close this. All right, so once you activate an account, the next step is for you to start performing transactions on those accounts. So we go to savings management. From savings management, we should be able to make credit and debit on every account. All right, so every of those accounts you make your debit and credit, you should be able to have account statement. All right, let's just do the credit first. All right, so look at here, we have the credit and the debit, and the account I just opened right now. You see the balance is zero, which it should be zero. All right, because the customer have not given money at this time. All right, so we have two buttons here which say SMS on and WhatsApp on. So this ensure that this button are turned red. So this will enable your alerts to leave our system to go across to your customers. All right, so let's just do this. Let's do this once more. Okay, let's assume the customer gives you 200 for a startup, and you just get the depositor's name. All right, so select the account type, because with our system you can have multiple accounts. All right, so our system support that. All right, so the day of this transaction is dates, then the description of wherever you can write wherever you want to, uh, whatever you want to, you can. All right, so we just do top up. All right, it's provided with a receipt. This will notify you for a successful entry. All right, so you should be able to see receipts. It's optional for you to print and or ignore. All right, so at this time the customer is expected to receive alert also for this transaction that has occurred on his account. All right, so moving to the next stage. Okay, we have our alert here. So moving to the next stage, you should be able also to monitor each of those accounts by account statement. You should be able to see it. Let's look at this. The new account that was registered. Okay, so you see we only have one transaction, which is the first deposit. You see the description here, deposited. All right, so you don't actually need to always come to account statement to check for individuals. So instead, for you to check your daily transaction, all you need to do is to come to report and accounting. We have general ledger. So general ledger way we merge all total transactions for the day, so across all your staffs. So let's assume we are getting transactions of today. All right, so 7. So we'll just filter. All right, so you should be able to see all transaction that was made today. All transactions, you see, fifth. All right, so you should be able to see all transaction that was made on fifth across deposit, withdrawal. Then on the footer you should be able to see the total deposit, the total withdrawal, then you now see the difference below. Alright, so with this you should be able to export and do whatever you want to do with it. Alright, so we have a cover with a lot of accounting tools below. So basically, also with the funds here, you should be able to make interbank transfer. So we have the single transfer, then we have the bulk transfer. Alright, so we just have 17 naira here. So you should be able to select to any of the banks you wish. Alright, let's just transfer to the phone number I used to register. Alright, so Stanley 817 7. Alright, so get the recipient name. Alright, so I have okay, let's assume that I want to send 13 naira. So this should leave my platform and go to my bank. Alright, it's processing it. Alright, so bank transfer was successful. So that's how you can use wire banking Africa. So we have a lot of tools which you can use. A lot of tools, a lot of tools. Alright, a lot of them. You can use a lot of them. Alright, you should be able to buy airtime, pay your bills, manage ATM cards. So you can also give out ATM cards to your customers. Alright, so let's assume that, very important. Let's assume that the deposit I just made right now, I okay. Let's just filter this 15. Alright, today is 15. Alright, so just search. Alright, where's the one I credited earlier? Where's the one okay, I think it's the first one, 200 I credited. Let's assume that I actually want to credit you actually want to credit, let's say 2000, but mistakenly 200, or you want to credit 200, you credited 2000. So in that case, we do not advise you to do withdrawal, just to correct what you've done, because this will cause conflict within your organization with your customers. So instead of that, because since they receive alert or credit and debit, so you won't have misunderstanding. Alright, so we have a button here that's your reversal. You should be able to reverse that particular phone if there was an error on it. So we have proceed to reverse it, pick out the money from the customer's wallet and change the status to reverse, and also notify the customer that this deposit was an error. Alright, so on this time it has okay, let's look at the account once more. Okay, deposit, let's look at the account once more. So the account should be 0. Hold on 1 second, it's loading. Alright, so if you look at the account is 0 because the money has been reversed. Alright, thank you.